How to start a welding business. Everything you need to know. As a $20 billion business worldwide, welding is quite large. You may establish your own welding business and take a piece of the market, whether you are a welder or wish to learn how to be one. Making or fixing metal objects, such as machines for commercial use or metal fences for residential use, is called welding. Although it requires a high degree of ability, welding has many different uses. There are difficulties in starting a welding business, and success requires effort and knowledge. This step-by-step guide contains all the knowledge you need to get started on the path to starting a successful welding business. We will go through all there is to know about starting a welding business in this video. Let's get started. 1. Make a business strategy for your welding company. Beginning a new welding company requires careful consideration, some crucial issues. New welding company owners must create a thorough strategy that considers all of the many aspects of their enterprise. Everything is covered, from the initial startup costs and finance through continuous operations and a marketing strategy. New company owners should also have reasonable expectations and goals. It's essential to have a firm understanding of the competition. A well-thought-out plan will boost the chances of success for new owners. How to choose a name for a welding business. When selecting a name for your welding business, there are a few factors to bear in mind. Make sure the name is unique and easy to spell before anything else. Anything that can be seen as offensive or suggestive should also be avoided. Furthermore, it's crucial to pick a name that accurately describes the kind of welding business you're operating. Here are some suggestions to assist you in selecting the ideal welding company name. Keep it brief and spell-check friendly. Avoid any insensitive or suggestive language. Pick a name that accurately describes the kind of company you are running. Be original. Discuss ideas with close friends, family, and coworkers. Make research. Verify that the business name is not already a trademarked word and that the domain name is accessible. You should have no trouble naming your welding company if you keep these suggestions in mind. 2. From the legal business entity. When choosing the best business organization for your welding firm, you should take into account the amount of liability exposure you desire and your business objectives. If you are just starting and selling only close members of your family, sole ownership may be enough. However, a corporate entity or LLC can be a preferable option if you're searching for further protection or to expand the firm. Whatever company structure you decide on for your welding operation, make sure to register it with the state where you'll be conducting business. This will provide you with the legal defense you need to run your company and safeguard your assets. To register your business, you must deliver the necessary paperwork to the Secretary of State's office in your state. 3. Welding business source financing options. There are several methods to get funding for your welding business, but it's crucial to carefully consider each option because each choice might have long-term financial repercussions for both you and your company. Here are 5 ways to finance your welding company. Borrowing money from relatives and friends. Using your money as a source of funding during a startup. Obtaining funding from external investors. Getting a loan from a bank. A hard currency lender provides funding. Of course, there are numerous additional ways to finance your business. These are only a few that immediately come to mind. 4. Open a business bank account. It might be difficult to open a business bank account for your welding business, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Based on what you require and how much money you want to deposit, you may create various types of accounts for your welding business. No matter what kind of business bank account you use, make sure to compare shops and weigh features and costs before deciding. You may go on to the next stage of developing your welding business as soon as you've identified the ideal account for your company. 5. Set up your accounting and taxes system. There are several factors to think about and actions to take to launch your business, but among your highest goals should be establishing a trustworthy accounting system. This will help you keep track of your expenses, money, revenue, unpaid taxes, and much more. Your welding finance system can be configured in a few different ways. Use a program for accounting, such as Xero or QuickBooks. To accomplish it for you, hire an accountant. Start keeping track of your revenue and spending as soon as your accounting system is set up. You'll be able to see where your funds are going and where you might make savings thanks to this. You may use it to help you make a future budget as well. 6. Acquire a welding license. By applying to your state's licensing authority, you can obtain a welding permit. Keep in mind that you will need to pass a licensure examination in which you will be evaluated on your knowledge of welding techniques, welding tools, production, and repair processes. To obtain application forms and schedule the exam, kindly go to or get in touch with the licensing board of your state. Likewise, secure local building permission. 7. Buy the welding tools. Purchasing the required welding equipment is the next step in beginning a welding business. One way to buy the materials is via retail stores that sell welding equipment. However, purchasing the equipment at auctions would be a less expensive option. A fume extractor, respirators, plasma, air cutters, a welder's helmet, and most importantly, MIG and TIG welding equipment are among the items you'll need to buy. You also require safety supplies including welding pads, surfactants, hoists, and gloves for welding. 8. Create a brand identity and phone number for your welding company. It may be quite challenging to develop brand identification for your welding business. From logo design to the colors you choose, there are a lot of things to think about. However, you can develop a brand identity that will differentiate your company from the competition if you spend the time to plan and concentrate on how you want your consumers to feel. Any welding business must have a distinctive brand identity, but it doesn't have to be difficult. You may create a brand that will appeal to your target audience by concentrating on the mission and values of your business. It's possible to develop a brand identity for your welding business with a little forethought and imagination. If you possess a business phone number and an email address, you can represent your company more expertly and interact with customers more easily. 9. Create a stunning website for your company. Having a nicely designed website to share with your consumers is always preferable in today's environment, regardless of the sort of business you're in. You might not require one right immediately for your welding business, but it's wise to prepare ahead. 10. Prepare to launch. You've put in all the hard work up to this point and prepared your welding business for launch. Now it's time to spread the word about it and begin bringing in clients. During the development of your company plan, you may have already worked on some of your marketing approaches. Here are a few marketing techniques you can copy to get things going. Inform the neighborhood media about your launch. Determine the social media influencers your client trusts. Run a launch special for your business to attract new customers. Encourage your loved ones to post about your items on social media. Join forces with nearby companies to promote your brand by exchanging customers. You now possess all the necessary information, so you are prepared to create your own business story and found a successful welding business. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you liked our video.